So, hello guys, it's me Ilham Alam, and I will tell the story about the John Mnemonic. So, here we are many sci-fi and cyber issues here, and then I think there's many interesting things that I will find in this story. So, John Mnemonic is basically from the short story of William Gibson by William Gibson that released on 1981, and it adapted to a movie in 1995. So I will tell you about the little review of the movie, so and the story. So Johnny Mnemonic is a career guy who sends data to his client. This data is a private data, and then the data is saved through his brain. One day he was contracted by someone named Roughly to take data to the Beijing, and he accepted the offer. After Johnny accepted this offer, he immediately went to East or went to Beijing to retrieve the data. He also get additional external capacity to help him to store the data in his brain. But when he arrived at the place where he received the item, it turned out that the data exceeded the capacity he was carrying at the time. It it varies for his brain because the overload data make his brain is loses for like some memories, or maybe it goes dead. With all that risks that arise, and it's dangerous for his brain, he still transfer the data to his brain. However, things did not go smoothly because the rulers who want the data to goes and knows that someone is want to send the data. So he tried to get the data from the Johnny Mnemonic. Johnny can escape from the orders of the ruler, but the clues he got weren't complete. And then he still got many losing sign that, but he 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 won't take a risk of take it back and go to the New Ark to send the data to his client. Johnny has become a threat to the rulers of the East who want the data. He almost get killed too by some dangerous organization like Yakuza, like Triad, and some other organization. So, but he is lucky to meet Lawtech, Jane, and Doctor Spider. So he had a lot of help working with them. And when the chase is intense, Johnny Mnemonic is realized by the spider because Johnny Mnemonic is also very dizzy. He the overload data from his brain is spreading out. So the spider checked what is the data inside John Mnemonic brain. Then spider said that the data is the cure of the world is the cure of the uh, growing growing technologies, growing life technologies that is too fast, and so it's a cure for the world today. And talk about the word today. Its settings on 20 and 21. So there is a future things that we know that I am here in 2021 today. So it basically not very like fast, growing too fast in this era, the technology. But I will uh, review more. So we going back to the review. So the growing life of technology uh, also destroy many humans. Johnny Mnemonic is also tried to get the data out of his head, and with the help of the law tech, that law tech is create a heaven or place worthy of humanity in the future. But the ruler did not stop chasing until there was a fight between Johnny Mnemonic and the Lotec and the ruler. And it was won by Johnny Mnemonic and Lotec because their uh, their head ruler is died and surrender to chase the data, and with the low technology of the law tech, they spread the cure of the chaos of the world that was happening in 20 and 21. So I will tell again about no, I will tell about the sci-fi issues and the cyber literature issues here. So I think the first one is very interesting for me because that you know Yakuza is from Japan, but here we are, here we look that the Yakuza is on Beijing in China. It's very interesting because Yakuza is from Japan, but inside of it, that in a storyline that Yakuza in that era, in that 2021 era of the story, it's it's collaboration with the Triad and the another mafia organization or the ruler. We said it the ruler because they rule the whole countries there. And then in some we know that the East people is the antagonist people or the bad people here, the bad people here, because in the you can see at the at the other story of William Gibson that bad people is always go with the people from the east. But for me, it's uh, not the it's not the bad people, because it's it's the meaning is not bad people. The East is not a bad people, but for me that it's it's the world of the East, or the Asian, we call it as Asian, is they can be the ruler of the world, or we can say that the East the East people is want to rule the world, or maybe we can say that the East people has become a threat for the rest of the world. So that is the first thing I found in the sci-fi issues. Then it also have a similarities with the cyberpunk. You know that low tech. Here's the interesting things I see. That low tech is they have a technologies, their own technologies to make their own world. So basically, this low, low tech low tech is very I don't know, like they're left behind on that era for uh, the story here, because low tech is they don't use many modern things, but they still know that the whole world is in chaos. The low tech here, we can see that they also don't want this chaos of this era. They want to make a heaven of the humanity on this world. But we back again in the cyberpunk. There is always the cyberpunk and the are like social inequality here. That the ruler and the law tech is, I don't know, like they have like the ruler is have so many information, so many technologies to try to get anything from anyone. But the law tech here is one to humanity is back to the life. There's because in that era we know that even the what is it, like pastor, we can see that pastor there is, they don't believe, they don't believe in God, I think, because the technologies is very like blind blinding the eye of the people. So like the technologies is become the god of the human in that era. Then I will tell about that the cyber thing here is very very chaos. The era of the cyber, the era of the future there is very very chaos from the era behind it. We don't know it because that many of the economical issues or many of the social issues that make world is on chaos. So there is also an postmodern that social inequality there. So this world of chaos is categorized as a, you know, that cyber city in the future that they they will be a very very futuristic area, but they're also very very uh, slum area, very very bad and very very uh, lagging area there. There's always been an social inequality that always it I think this is a critics to the technology nowadays because of, you know, that the technology is very very uh, help us in the day activity in our life and maybe in our, you know, religion, but technology is also very dangerous for us because it may it may it may lose our humanity, it may lose our social life, it may broke or few of the economical things, cultural things, and then social things, and the other. And basically, technology have a positive and negative. So that's about my review and sci-fi issues there. But the very one I very interested one is uh, the side of the east because there is, like, you know, that the the author predict is very very accurate today because the east is may be a threat to world today because as we know today that the east people is everywhere, you know, that they have their own technologies, they have a new technologies, they invented a new technologies, they spread it over the world with a ton of their own technologies. So thank you guys for having me to explain about this John Mnemonic story. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.